Hey guys, Ricochet here, and in this video we're going to be talking about crystallization catalysts in the First Descendant. Now, I did already record a video about this, but it appears that I missed some important information out, and a viewer kindly brought my attention to this. So rather than just putting a pinned comment in, I thought it was a little bit too important to not record a new video. So thank you to that viewer. They have been credited in the description below. So let's get into it. Crystallization catalysts, what do they do, why are they important, and how do we get them? So let's start with the what they do, and I'm going to use my glay to showcase this. So crystallization catalysts, you cannot use them until you have reached Descendant level 40, and you can't use them on weapons until you are weapon proficiency level 40 as well, because they apply to your module sockets, and using them is basically the same principle on your Descendants as it is on your weapons. So we'll start with the Descendant. And if we take a look at a normal Descendant, you will see that they come with all, the sockets, the module sockets that you have here, and each normal Descendant has 2 of these symbolized sockets. Ultimate Descendants have 4 symbolized sockets that they come with. Rare weapons have no symbolized sockets, and ultimate weapons, I believe, have 2. So what are they? Why are they important? Right. So they're basically like letters. You've got R, you've got M, which matches what is on your modules. So you will see that each module has a symbol at the top next to the number. This one here is C for cerulean, and then you've got M for malachite, R for rutile, X for xanthic, A for almandine. So why are they important? If we take, say, this technician, we'll take this module, and we have currently a module capacity of 58, and we are at 37 of 58. Now, if I apply this module to what is just a blank socket, it will still have that capacity of 10, and that will show that my capacity has gone from 37 to 47. However, if we match this module to the socket type, it then halves the value of the module that we've applied. So instead of being 47, it's now 42, which is brilliant. So how do crystallization catalysts help? If we go to assign module socket type, we will then see our module sockets. We'll see the ones that have already been that have been given symbols. And the way this works is you can pick a module socket. You can pick one of these symbols. So, for instance, if you know that you're going to use a cerulean module, and you want to halve the value of it to increase your Descendant's power, which is essentially what this is doing, because it's giving you more capacity or more bang for your buck. You can then apply that symbol to this particular socket, use a crystallization catalyst, and apply socket type. Now, what's going to happen when you do this is that your Descendant level is going to go back to 1. So you go from 40 down to 1, and you will have to re-level your Descendant. And that works exactly the same for weapons. Your proficiency will go down from 40 to 1. So that is exceptional. Now, the information that was brought to my attention is what I'm going to discuss next. So if you have, so you've got 3 settings at the top here. Now, I'm going to use my Thunder Cage to best showcase this. So I've got a mobbing setup and a bossing setup. You could also have other setups for doing other endgame content. And let's say you have got all of your socket types in here, so everything here is symbolized, but you want to run different modules for your bossing setup. So just as an example, and I know that I'm using rifling reinforcement in this setup here, but it's just easy because we're going to look at the top two here. So say I want to run 2 M-types in my mobbing setup, but I need to run an Almandine and a Xantic in my bossing setup. Now, under normal circumstances, what is going to happen with these modules is if you were to apply an M-type to the wrong socket type, instead of halving it, it actually increases the value, and you will see that it's now highlighted in red. So instead of being 10 or being halved to 5, if you put it in to the wrong socket type, it now increases to 13. So this isn't going to be particularly helpful if you're wanting to run multiple setups. Okay, so you're running a mobbing and a bossing setup, and you wanted to use different modules. This isn't going to be particularly helpful, but what you can actually do, and this was something that I wasn't aware of, and again, I really am grateful to the viewer that brought this to my attention, is that you can actually take a module. So if you've already got a C here, and you wanted to run a Xantic as well for your bossing setup, you can actually apply multiple socket types to the same socket. So you can have a Cerulean and a Xantic in here, which is amazing. Again, I didn't know this, and this is, just opened up a whole, new world of possibilities. So what you're going to have to do is, say if you do have multiples of these, what you'll have to do is you'll have to click on it, and then you will have to select that particular socket type that you want to run in this preset. So if we're running, say for instance, in this, in our mobbing setup, and we've got Cerulean there, but we wanted to run Xantic, all we do is we come in here and then we would select Xantic and just confirm, and that will keep that setting in this particular setup there for you, which is amazing. So instead of increasing the value, you now have the opportunity to change the modules that you run, but still have the full value out of them, which is, again, amazing. I'm actually really grateful for that. So how do we get them? So I'm just going to show you very quickly. Again, I'm not a big fan of this, but for those that don't have a major amount of time to go grinding, then there is the option that you can buy these for 300 caliber. Again, not personally a major fan of this. I'm not, and these kind of things, yeah, I think they should really be left to the grind, but that's just my personal opinion. I don't have anything against people doing it if they don't have the time to actually run the grind. So the main way of getting them is obviously to grind them. Now we go into Access Info. This is where you can target farm in the game, and it will tell you exactly where you can get the materials. So you can get these from mission monsters. These ones you will have to use encrypted storage boxes, and I highly recommend getting Enzo to do these because he makes it so much easier. There is actually a mini game that you have to do, and Enzo slows that right down, and it's almost guaranteed that you will get the materials that you need out of them. So that is really, really useful. But where you're going to come stuck, and this is always going to be a problem, is that the blueprints you can only get from amorphous materials. Sorry, guys. And you only have a percentage chance of dropping these. So crystallization catalysts for this is 15% chance of dropping. Slightly increased for the harder content from ultimate amorphous materials, you get a 20% chance. So obviously RNG is involved as to how many of these you're actually going to end up getting, and there will be quite a grind to get these. So if you're going to fill out your Descendants inventory, your sockets and your weapon sockets, you can see that that's going to take a lot. And if you have multiple Descendants with multiple different weapons, then it's going to be even more. So there is a heavy grind involved in getting these. Anyway, that's it for now, guys. I hope this information has been useful to you. Please do drop a like if you enjoyed the video, subscribe for future First Descendant content, and just subscribe generally because I do a variety of games. I am streaming at the moment, Monday, Wednesdays and Thursdays from 7 PM. Please do drop by. But I will see you in the next one. Take care, guys.